Habari zenu, karibuni katika session nyingine. Hapa ni Elimu Kiganjani. Katika session hii tutaendelea na kusolve maswali ambayo yanatoka kwenye mtihani wa hesabu, ni moko ya form 2 mwaka 2022 ambayo imefanyika katika mkoa wa Kilimanjaro. Sasa tushasoma maswali manne ya mwanzo, na katika session hii tutafocus kwenye swali la 5 na la 6. Tukienda swali la 5, swali la 5 ni hili hapa, pati ya kwanza. John, Ramadhan, Mary and Sam have 600, 100, 500 and 300 shares in a cooperative shop respectively. Divide 150,000 shilling among them in the ratio of the shares. So the first step is to identify the ratio we are going to divide. And if you're going to consider John ratio Ramadan, ratio Mary, ratio Sam will be actually equal to 600, ratio 100, ratio 500, ratio 300. You can simplify by removing zeros, or you can just proceed the way it is. So the amount now to be given to John, first of all, you have to add these numbers here. So I'll be adding 600 plus 100, that is 700, 1,200, 1,500. So I'll be taking, for John will be receiving 600 over 1,500. You multiply by 150,000 shilling, dear students. And when you simplify, 2 zeros goes, 2 zeros goes. By 15 here is 1, by 15 there is 1 as well. So we are going to get actually 60, we are going to get 60,000 shilling. So we'll be getting 60,000 shilling. So it means John will get 60,000 shilling. And coming to Ramadan, the amount of money to be given to Ramadan will be taking 100 over 1,500 multiplied by 150,000 shilling. When you do that, again, you simplify, 2 zeros goes. By 15 here is 1, by 15 there will be 1. So you'll be having actually 10,000 Tanzanian shilling. And the amount to be given to the next person, which is Mary. So Mary will be given 500 over 1,500 multiply by 150,000 shillings. And when you do that, again, you'll be getting 50,000 Tanzanian shilling. And the last share now will be going to Mary, to Sam, and her share was 300. So I'll be taking 300. Coming to Sam, you'll be taking 300 divided by 1,500 multiply by 150,000. And this amount, dear colleagues, will be equivalent to 30,000 Tanzanian shilling. So if you have to add the amount distributed actually to these colleagues, you see that you have 70, 120, and 150 again. So this is how the distribution will be given among the among the four friends, dear students. We are going to jump to question number 5A, Roman 2. A real estate agent received the 60% discount on the selling price of a house. 6% discount on the selling price of the house. If the discount was 888,000, what would the selling price of the house? So we are looking for the selling price. First of all, we were given discount. So 60% is equivalent to discount, which is 888 shilling, Tanzanian shilling. And mind you, so the price, the selling price, it means was discounted to 6%. So the selling price will be equivalent to 94%. 94% is equivalent to the selling price, which is going to be now SP. So we are looking for selling price. So what we do, we are going to cross a multiplication. So selling price, dear students, we'll be taking 94% times 888, then you divide by 60%. So when you multiply 94 times 888,000, you get 83. You get 83,472,000 divided by 60 again. So when you divide by 60, eventually you get selling price is 13 million. You have 912,000 Tanzanian shilling. So we are looking for the selling price, and the selling price is equal to 13,912,000 shilling. So that is solution for question number 5, part 2. Number 5A, part 2. We are going to jump to question number 6 on apology. So actually we are done with question number 5. It included the Roman 1 and the Roman 2. And now we are jumping to question number 6. So question number 6A, a straight line passes through points A. So we have point A and point B. Find the gradient of the straight line AB. So we were given A -3,6 and given B -60,3. So you're going to define these points. They'll be calling this x1, y1, and this will be x2, y2. So remember the definition of gradient. Gradient is change in y over change in x. So this is actually y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So considering the points given already, you're going to substitute now y2 minus y1 and x2 minus x1. When you substitute, we get this is actually equal to 3 minus 6 divided by negative 60 minus negative 3. And this is going to be equal to negative 3 in the numerator over negative 60 plus 3 will be negative 3. Eventually you get actually gradient equals to 1. So gradient when given these 2 points is equal to 1, dear students. We go to 60A Roman 2. Find the y-intercept of the line joining point 5, 3 and 3, 2. So for you to be able to find the y-intercept, first of all, you have to find the equation of the line joining these points here. And then you're going to use this equation y equals to mx plus c to compare so that you're going to get the value of c. Alternatively, you find the equation and then later on y-intercept is obtained by putting x equals to 0 because we are talking of the value of y when x equals to 0. So from there, from the equation, you're going to get the value of y when x equals to 0. So we start. I'm going to define these points and I'm going to consider this to be again x1, y1, and the second point x2, y2. So first of all, we are going to find the slope, change in y over change in x. So I'll be taking y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. This is equal to 2 minus 3 over 3 minus 5. You have negative 1 over negative 2. Eventually you get 1 over 2. So that is slope. And the equation is we taking y minus y1 equals to mx minus x1. So it is actually a point equation, point slope equation. And from here, y minus y1 was 3 equals to slope, which is a half x minus 5. When you open the bracket, you'll be having y minus 3 equals to a half x minus 5 over 2. So eventually y will be 1 over 2 x minus 5 over 2 plus 3. Eventually this will be y equals to a half x will be actually plus 5 an apology because 5 over 2 is that is 2.5, so plus a half. Now mind you, we are looking for x-intercept, sorry, for y-intercept. So now for y-intercept, you are going to put here x equals to 0, and when you do that, you have y equals to 0 times a half plus a half. Eventually you get y equals to a half. So we're gonna say that y-intercept is actually a half. Dear students, you jump to question number 60B, part 1. The transformation T maps the point xy to x minus y comma x. So basically you have xy. When you have xy, the transformation T is such that you'll be getting x minus y comma x. So when you have 6 comma negative 2, 6 comma 2 will be transformed actually to x 6 minus negative 2, so will be actually 8 comma x, and x will be 6. Yes, students. So we are going to conclude that the image of 60 comma negative 2 is 8 comma 60 according to the given definition. We go to the last question for this session. An apology. We have two more. Find the image of point 3 comma 2 after rotating it about the origin through 90 degree in clockwise direction. So we have a point, and for we to do this question, we are going to use actually a sketch. So an apology for my rough sketch. So you have y-axis, x-axis. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. It goes like that. You have 1 here, 2, 3, 4, and so forth. So we have a point P, which is 3 comma 2. 3 comma 2, there it is, P. And this point is rotated. This point is rotated actually in clockwise direction about the origin. So if I have to consider this as a point 3 comma 2. So upon rotation, this point is going to, when you rotate it actually 90 degree, when you rotate it 90 degree, so it's like actually now x comma y will be transformed to y comma x. So eventually you'll be having, mind you, we are rotating this anti-clockwise in clockwise direction. So if it is in clockwise direction, we're gonna see that we're going to have a transformation there. By the way, here will be we're gonna have kind of negative y comma x. So the transformation will come to a point where now we have negative 3 I'm sorry. So when you rotate now this point, we are coming now to having 2 comma negative x. So we'll be having 2 comma negative 3. If I'm going to consider, there it is 1, 2, 3 negative. So the point, the new point actually will be 2 comma negative 3. There it is, 2 comma negative 3. So after rotation, P dash will be having actually 2 comma negative 3. Yeah, so that is the rotation for this question, and we're going to come to the last part now. What is the center of an enlargement given that the image of A 3 comma 2 under the enlargement scale factor 2 is A dash equals to 6 comma 4. So dear colleagues, we are going to sketch. We're going to have a simple sketch here. And from our sketch, I'd like to see the way this transformation, enlargement happened. So you have 3,2, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then you have then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So point A is 3,2. A 3,2, there is A. Then you have A dash, which is 6,4. 6,4, there is A dash. So we are looking for the center of enlargement. As you can see, the transformation of these points, if I have to show you by using dotted line, now from 3 to 6, you see that the enlargement, actually enlargement is happening around the origin, which is 0, 0. So what is the center of enlargement? The center of enlargement, the center of enlargement is 0, 0, dear students. So that is solution for 2 questions. We managed to solve 2 questions in our session. And again, if it is your first time to be here, consider subscribing to the channel so that you're going to be updated on other coming contents. We'll continue solving as many questions as possible, hoping that these questions serve as a revision to Form 2 students. We're also expected to see content on Form 4 mathematics as well. Until next time, all the best. Kwaherini.